I found a couple of small problems with the Phantom 2 Vision Plus. Here I'm going to highlight the possible issues and the fixes that I had done. Firstly, I noticed the 5.8 GHz antennas inside the landing gear were vibrating one day when I was doing a hand landing. And secondly, I noticed that the 5.8 GHz receiver plugs were actually rubbing on the main board due to some of the vibrations when the craft is in operation. Here you can see that the small antenna is quite loose inside the landing gear and it vibrates very easily. The downside of this is that the antenna tip that sticks out, I have seen in some posts that this has broken off. This could very well be the reason why these little tips break off. It was the same on both sides, as you can see here. I simply used a small piece of discarded bubble wrap and burst all the little bubbles, as it was a nice soft piece of plastic, and using a pair of scissors I cut off approximately 2 centimeters. I then cut off a 5 centimeter length of the plastic and just simply roll it up, as you can see on the screen. Simply place the rolled up plastic over the antenna. You may be able to push it down behind the tape to help secure it, and I used a piece of white PVC tape, but the colour doesn't really matter. I just had that to hand. This will now secure the antenna inside the landing leg and alleviate the vibration problem that we had. When completed, do the same procedure again on the other antenna to secure it. Inside the Phantom's battery compartment, the top right, you will find the 5.8 GHz receiver module. I found that the 2 small brass plugs were rubbing on the main circuit board. I simply added a piece of insulating tape between the plugs and the main circuit board to stop this problem. Using approximately 2 centimeters of PVC tape, I doubled up the tape that I used to give me a little bit more thickness. And now for the tricky part. Using a pair of tweezers, you'll find it easier to move the board down so as you can slide the PVC tape between the main circuit board and the tops of the little plugs on the receiver board. Make sure that the tape is sufficiently far enough over to cover the area where both the receiver plugs are touching the main board. The board will flex enough to allow you to get your tape in. I hope these little fixes were of use to you. Thank you for watching, and you fly safe.